Invite people who are on the live stream into the room right now. Welcome. In rabbi conversations that are taking place around our country and around the world, you might imagine that this week has been a real tough one, and rabbis have been scrambling for what it is that we can say. And I'll tell you this, we're not going to try to do that in a very short period of time that we're together. The letter that Rabbi Hertz and Rabbi Gutman and I sent out to our congregation here had many things in it about what made this week so difficult, especially in Israel. And I should say this, that as you were probably making your way over here tonight, Israel announced that there is, or at least Hamas said that they have now sent the remains of Shiri Bibas to Israel. So just in case that's the case. But again, there's no way for anyone to know until the forensic analysis has been done. And I think as we learned yesterday, how heartbreaking it was. The children, on the one hand, Oded Lifshitz, who was in his mid-80s, on the other hand, and then somehow or another, the sacred remains of somebody got confused or mixed up. I mean, I don't even have the right words for this, other than to say that if right now what you need is a big hug, or if you need a rabbi to talk with, or if you just need the space to take a deep breath, these hours ahead of us are the time to do them. Our service tonight will be an abbreviated service. This is Shabbat Starts Here. We hope that you've signed up to spend dinner with us tonight, and our special guest, Linda Wertheimer-Mintz, who's with us, and we're just very, very blessed that we're all together, especially on this week, like I said before, where it seems like we've needed an extra embrace. It's one of the reasons why, in addition to lighting 2 candles, we light a 3rd candle. We've been doing that now for 72 weeks. Today being day 504. Page 142 in your prayer book. Our prayer book's open from right to left. And the numbers that we're going to use are the blue numbers in the brackets at the bottom of the page. Page 142, you'll find those words, Shalom Aleichem, may peace be with us. The peace of each other's company, the peace of Shabbat, and the peace of the blessings that it offers for each of our lives, whether it be on the physical level or on this emotional level or on the spiritual level. 142, let's sing together. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashem, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Oachem Shalom, Malachei Hashem, Malachei Elyon. So Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
And again, for those joining us via our live stream, we're really glad you're here at any time during services. If you want to check in and send a Shabbat Shalom or another blessing, you know we always invite that, and we always love to read what you've written. It makes it feel like you're here in person with us. Friends, we're going to continue now with the lighting of the candles. You're going to want to turn in your prayer books to pages 120 and 121. And to light the candles tonight, Paula Justice and Donna Shapiro are going to come forward. It says in the worship handout Donna Shapira, and we were talking tonight about how those two names are the same, but Donna, whether it's an A at the end or an O at the end, you know we really love you.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher k'ishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'halek ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher Kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
So you should have a chocolate kiss in your hand right now. Maybe you started to eat it, that's okay too. But we're going to take a moment to bless one another. And afterwards, we are going to give a little sweetness of Shabbat to someone near us, you know, because when we share our blessings, I think that they're always a lot sweeter. And God knows we live in a world right now where we need to share a lot more blessings. Our world is a world filled with a lot of words, and some of those words are designed to hurt. So maybe when we share our blessings, we'll bring a little bit more goodness and sweetness into our world. If you would, take your hand and place them on someone next to your shoulder. You can repeat after us, first in Hebrew, then in English, these words that our people have been used to blessing one another for as long as we can remember. Yivarechecha Adonai,
Yivarechecha Adonai,
V'yishmerecha,
V'yishmerecha,
May God bless you.
May God bless you.
May God keep you.
May God keep you. Ya'er Adonai.
Ya'er Adonai.
Panav Elecha.
Panav Elecha.
Yichuneka.
V'yichuneka.
May God's light shine on you.
May God's light shine on you.
May God be gracious to you.
And may God be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai.
Yisa Adonai.
Panav Elecha.
Panav Elecha.
V'yasem lecha.
V'yasem lecha.
Shalom.
Shalom.
May God always be with you.
May God always be with you.
And bless you with peace.
And bless you in peace.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, Shabbat Shalom. Go ahead and give a chocolate kiss to someone next to you or near you. And if you're joining us on the live stream and you want to use this as a moment, if you haven't gotten some chocolate already, go grab some chocolate, maybe share some chocolate with someone near you. That's also a great opportunity to do it. We're in our prayer books now on page 146. Page 146, the ark doors are going to be open and we're going to stand together as we continue with Baruch Hu. Please remain standing as we turn to page 152 in our prayer books, and we continue now with the central declaration of the Jewish people, the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam. Taking our seats, we continue together, singing together, page 154 with V'ahavta. V'ahavta
et Adonai Elohecha, v'chol levavecha, uv'chol nafshecha, uv'chol me'otecha, v'hayu advarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavecha, hayom al levavecha, v'shinanta al levonecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'techa, uv'lechtecha b'derech, uv'shoflecha v'kumecha, uv'shartam liot al yadecha, v'hayu l'totafot b'neinecha, uv'tavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uv'yisharecha, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Tonight we're going to be talking about religion and education, and so I just want to take a snapshot a snapshot. What we just sang in Hebrew has such a beautiful English translation. Let's take a look at that on page 155, and let's join our voices together as we say these words which come from the 6th chapter of the book of Deuteronomy. Actually, they're the words that surround us right now. We're just going to say them in translation. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work. Whether you are tired or you are rested, let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God.
I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God.
Of course, getting out of Egypt and experiencing freedom is so central to who we are. And it's a lesson that we come back to each and every time that we get together. Not just at Passover, not just in side conversations, but every time we get together. It's the base of our story. The pursuit of freedom, and not just for us, but for all. With the prayer that one day we'll all work together, be together for goodness and for peace. Page 158, our song of freedom. Mi hamocha Page 164 as the ark doors are open. Let's stand together. Before you sit down, just turn to page 173 at the top of the page. Let's say these words together in English. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Together, Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. We give thanks to God for this weekly gift, this deep breath that we take, this gift of Shabbat. Together, let's say Amen. Amen. We're going to take our seats just for a moment or two of silent prayer and meditation through page 178. Delman. Dave's prepared the sermon for tonight. No sermon when we do Shabbat Starts Here, and that gives us the opportunity to have an extended conversation over dinner. But Dave, you have community announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. My name's Dave Delman, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome everyone here this evening. And I just have 4 items to point out in the handout that we got received tonight. The first one is the marriage reconsecration service next Friday night. And for those married couples who reach the 5-year mark, it's a wonderful service. And then we have Purim coming up, and there's going to be a service on March the 14th. This is the Purim edition. So everybody can dress up and come and have a wonderful evening. And then we have the congregation book read, and that's going to be a very interesting sounding event. And lastly, I'd just like to remind everyone that we've got the Jewish Festival coming up on March 23rd, and that will be a very special day. So I'm sure everybody will have a lot of fun. So Shabbat Shalom.
If I may make a little Jewish plug. What other kind is there? March 7th through the 16th, the Community Theater Greensboro is putting on Fiddler on the Roof, which is why I have my beard. So I'm hoping you'll come see several members of our congregation, plus an incredible cast are putting the show together. There are 2 events I specifically wanted to mention. On March 15th, there's going to be an evening of a Jewish meal prepared. Actually, many of the chefs are sitting in the congregation tonight. And you can have a Jewish meal followed by a great seat to see the show. And on Sunday, which is really wonderful, there's only about 8 seats left, so move. We're having a Jewish Community Day at Fiddler on the Roof, an opportunity to visit women of the show across the street before the event, and then come see Fiddler on the Roof, and then there'll be a reception in our Cone studio in the back for the entire Jewish community to come together and celebrate. So visit the Community Theater of Greensboro website, you get some tickets, and come say hello, and l'chaim.
This Shabbat, we are in need of healing in lots of different ways, healing of body, spirit, heart, mind. We will take a moment to share a blessing of healing. The first part of this blessing, page 371, is for all of us. It asks God for the strength to make our lives a blessing. We'll pause then to name the people in our lives we're thinking for healing, and then offer the second part of the prayer for them. For healing those that are in your hearts. As I come around, please share their names out loud. We offer the second part of this prayer for them.
Page 586 at the bottom, the ark doors will be open, and we're going to continue now with Aleinu. Please remain standing. Tonight, we're remembering the following very, very precious individuals. I just want to point out that we are reading the name tonight of Kenwood Botzner, who passed away at the end of last year. And we just want to say to Elizabeth Wall and to Brandon and to the entire family that our hearts are with you, even though this initial period, this first 30 days in our tradition has elapsed. We just send our blessings your way for comfort at this time. We're also remembering tonight Ted Dice as well as Elaine Manning, who passed away within the course of this past 30 days. As we remember the following very, very precious individuals whose yahrzeits took place during the course of this past week: Manuel Berry, Mary Brooks, Hazel McGinnis Burton, Rosalind Crystal, Gilbert Cohen, Jay Cooper, Henrietta Fisher, Leonard Flam, Marilyn Gibbs, Ted Goga, David Gervis, Sophie Guys, Francis Sussman Harris, David Hartman, Leon Hellman, Fanny Hinchy, Nathan Kaplan, Elizabeth Kendall, Lillian Elfman Kent, Marilyn Hope Coster, Jeff Kotler, Lois Bass Murphy, Martin Miles, Francis Ross, Brett Shapiro, Mort Snitzer, Hildegard Summer, Larry Vick, Lonnie Willer, as well as Patricia and Ted Wilson. Zichronam Livrachai, may all their memories live on as a blessing, as together we all say, Amen. Friends, I also just want to say that on the national level, well, let's start this. On the city level, maybe also for the state of North Carolina, this afternoon I happened to be at the funeral of Reverend Dr. Nelson Johnson, who I would say in our community, especially for those who've been here for a while, probably knew him either because of the trouble he was getting into, some would say good trouble, about the trouble he was getting into, or you knew him because you worked together with him in order to be in conversation, maybe even to create change. He was somebody who both Rabbi Gutman and I had many conversations with over the years. Sometimes we had to agree to disagree, and other times we had the opportunity to work together. But I'll tell you this, anytime he called and said, there's something happening and we need you there, rabbis, better believe that we went there. May his memory be for a blessing. And of course, on the peoplehood level, on the connection level, our hearts are just broken. If you look out in our display case here, you'll see an entire display case that is dedicated to the hostages. 2 of them have come back, at least recently, and we have little hearts there on their posters that just say in Hebrew, Chazarti, which means I've come home. And then we had to add 1 more black ribbon this week to the poster of Oded Lifshitz. And you can see that there. And of course, our hearts are broken for the Bibas family, for a toddler, for an infant at the time, Ariel and Kfir. Our hearts are broken about Shiri in her early 30s. Her first name is the same as my daughter's. And all I can say is I hope that their memories will always live on as a blessing. Even though this time feels so broken, maybe there is a glimmer of hope for a better tomorrow. And we know that, in fact, tomorrow there are 6 hostages who are coming back to Israel. And may they come back safe, and may they be treated to a very big hug. Your entire people, and I'm saying this to all Jewish people, but especially those in Israel, your entire people resonates with you. Let's say our words of remembrance together on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei rabbah be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute b'chaye chon v'yom echon u'v'chaye b'chol beit Yisrael ba'agalau v'zman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam ul'amei almaya Yifarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shmei dekudsha b'richu le'elamin kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalom araba min shamaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, comfort to all who are bereaved, and may God, who creates harmony on high, bring peace to us, to Israel, to the entire Middle East, to our nation here at home, as well as to all humanity, as together we all say, Amen. We're going to do 2 things. I'm going to switch the order here. First and foremost, let's bring the challah and the wine or grape juice over here. For those who aren't staying for dinner, there will be some challah as you make your way out. For those who are staying for dinner, there's challah on the tables, which should be really good. Let me just remind you that tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we have our Chevra Torah, our Torah study session. We will be looking at Torah portion Mishpatim. And afterwards at 10:30, here in the main sanctuary or in the chapel, Rabbi?
I don't know.
So somewhere here in Temple, we will have our Shabbat morning services, which will start at 10:30 in the morning, Shabbat morning services. Keep in mind, right, this is, for those who may be doing this for the first time, usually we go for a little bit longer during services, but tonight we have an extended conversation with our very, very special guest, so we hope you'll stay for this. So let's do, if you want to sit down for a second, you can do that. That's fine. The blessings, I think I want to say they're like on
Page 5.
Page 5. Okay, so if you look at the beginning of the book, I'm sure you're going to find them there. Yeah. All right, and page 5. I'm sorry, page 123 if you're using the numbers in the blue there. We have Kiddush right here. Michal, take us through it. Ready? Go for it.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei b'riah ha'afen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzav b'anu, v'shabbat kodesho, v'ahava u'ratzon hikilanu, zikaron l'maaseh bereshit, ki hu yom tefillah l'mikra'ei kodesh, zecher l'tziat mitzrayim, ki banu v'acharta, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodeshecha, v'ahava u'ratzon hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen.
Right? Tevye should say Lacha. Let's sing our blessing together.
Motzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Jealous.
I think on page 180 you can find these words, just in case you're looking for them, but you may know this one already. It's a song of peace.
Oseh shalom, Yibromav, Yaseh shalom,
Shabbat Shalom.